Let's see. Good evening. It is Miss Kim, and it is Sunday, May the 9th, 2026 at 7:41 p.m. To all you moms and dads who are moms and dads, I just want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. Um, for you pet moms and pet dads that are moms, I commend you. I hope that you've had a wonderful day. I am super excited because I finally got this little puppy in the mail today. What's the tea? And I was going to do an unboxing so you could see what it looks like. Let me adjust the camera. I've got too many cameras. So this is what the box looks like. What's the tea? Need to know what's going on? Then let's get the tea. What on your situation? Okay. So some of the ones are pretty interesting. The first one that I picked is a sexual infection, sexual disease. It kind of gives an information of a little bit more detail after you do a reading. You can actually go and get a signifier card and learn a little bit about what you're dealing with. So, uh, paying the bills, always asking to buy love, giving money, always partying. Okay, so this is kind of giving a indicator of what's going on a little bit more because the tarot cards are have a 300-year history that I've been able to go back and find, and they did not have the problems that we have now or challenges. And those things just weren't in existence. So now we have that. So first of all, I want to tell you about what kind of aspects we're going to have over the next 2 days. Um, if you see, I'm having camera issues. Um, for 5/11, which is tomorrow, 2026, we have the moon in Pisces, and then we have one collective aspect, and that is moon sextile Mercury. And it just means quick thinking and many ideas. Have y'all noticed something? I do not have my cast on, my brace on today, except if that dog keeps jumping on me, I might end up having to put it back on. So I'm super excited about that. I was able to actually do some things in my apartment today that's really been needing work over there where I wanted to do some artwork. I finally was able to clear that, so it's not as horrible looking as it was. Okay, so we got the moon in Pisces tomorrow, quick thinking and many ideas. Then we're going to roll over into the 12th, which is going to be Tuesday, 2026, 5/12/2026. The moon will be in Pisces until 6:03 a.m. We're going to have a long void of course. It will go void of course at that time, and then it goes at 8:04 p.m. into Aries. Aries is all about the head. So that time you want to guard your head, your sinuses, your eyes, your face, anything in this area. Headaches could be prominent. If you're gonna get emotionally upset, you might have headaches. So we've got a few aspects that day, and one of those is the moon trine Jupiter. So you might be very optimistic with some of your plans. You might overshoot. So just be very practical about what you think that you can accomplish. And then we have the moon sextile the sun. I love this aspect because I always work more, so it's gained through more work. And then we have the moon squaring Venus, which is relax with friends. Just watch her being too extravagant, being the life of the party, paying for everything. You want to watch that. The moon sextile in Uranus is a time of being creative, inventive, and original. And Aries already has really great ideas. They are the inventors of the zodiac. So that the next 2 days looks pretty good, I must say. And I'm just going to do a spread for those 2 days, the 11th and 12th for the collective consciousness. And when I say that, I am talking about as a whole, a generic spread that we can use as kind of a guidance or a governing situation. And then I'm going to, if I have any questions, we'll try the what's the tea to see if we could get a little bit more information. Okay. So the first card is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune goes up and then it goes down. And this is a karmic card. So when of course the wheel is up, it means everything is going your way. You've got movement, you've got the forces of fate that are in your favor. When it goes down, it's a different story. You're dealing with karma that you have, maybe burned, and you've got to make a equal balance. So here we go. This is in the obstacle position, but it is no obstacle because it's basically saying what you've given out, you're going to get back. And the scales of justice weigh perfectly. There's always attention, there's always gratuities, there is generosity, unless it's in the obstacle position where you have taken too much and then now you have to fix that balance. So here we have a significant thing of, it can be a person, but for right now, I'm just going to give the indicator of the card, which is stability, financial stability and success in matters of having to do with real estate and things of the earth. What are things of the earth? Things of the earth are oil. Things of the earth is gardening, farming, things of the earth having to do with real estate and financial holdings, the stock market. It could be an actual person that could be significant at this time. That's an earth sign male, that's Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, usually Taurus though. And then we have movement, what you can work with and use. The Chariot is really good at war making tendencies, but he doesn't have to do that. He is a power unto himself and he creates movement in the universe. But if too aggressive, that Chariot can run all over you and become too assertive. But it's showing this is something that we can work with and use, which is a driving force to move in a direction that we want to go in and to be very capable. If we are challenged, we certainly know how to make war. And I'm not talking about universal war. I'm talking about when somebody is trying to block you and you feel that you're right. So here is home life, happiness, prosperity coming into the home, a good livelihood, good relationships, good friendships. So this is something that's the chapter that we're leaving and we're moving into even better. With the Six of Swords is a passage from difficulties, going to a better place, taking people that you care with you, that go along, and it is showing messages coming in about an educational opportunity or a job opportunity or a scholarship, a young person possibly having to do with school or receiving a scholarship. Lots of information about business. And it is saying that we may have to juggle some things around over the next few days. We may have thought things were going to go one way while we're having a good time, and then something comes in and kind of messes our groove up. So we might have to juggle. And then we have, careful now, that Fool card. I love it and I don't. I love how Zero, the Fool, stops and smells the roses. And I love how he's zen and in the moment, enjoying the sun, enjoying the flowers, enjoying the time with his dog. He doesn't have a care in the world, to the point. This is what I do not like about Zero the Fool. He's not paying attention to where he's going, and he's getting ready to go over a cliff. He has not thought very far in advance about the repercussions of his actions where he's going. So he's not navigating well. So that is something that we need to look for, watch for the way that we're navigating a situation in the present. And then here, this card in the hopes and fears position is creation, invention. It is the beginning stages of wealth. It is sometimes childbirth or pregnancy. So all these things, this is a fruitful card. You can see this little branches are starting to flower. That means that things are starting to bloom. They're starting to um, reap benefits. And then the outcome is showing financial stability, the beginning stages of wealth. Um, so this is all good. All right. So let's see. I'm picking something up. Something out in the ethers that I want to talk. So just give me a second to listen in. What I'm seeing, I'm having a vision of something. I'm seeing a vision of a road that's a two-lane road, and it's in a hot environment, and there's nothing in any direction except a small gas station, a little white gas station on the right side of the road, like a little country gas station. And I'm seeing somebody pulling over who may be almost out of gas, or that their car is running hot, and they need assistance. So I'm feeling that y'all, the ones that you are going on journeys and places you do not know where you're going, or you don't know the road very well, make sure that you're more um, prepared during that journey. Possibly get one of those um, things that can pump your car up, and have some extra water in the car, and just things that you would need for travel. And let me see if there's any information that I can get from these cards that will make some sense with what I'm seeing. I mean, this isn't for everybody. This is for someone. But that car feels like it's running hot to me. Moves in silence. Drama starter. Stirs the pot. Always in the middle. Loves the chaos. Ugh. Someone with a bad reputation. So it looks like this is giving an indicator of a person, what their character's like. They try to keep things on the down low. They love to be in the middle of chaos. They churn and stir the pot, but they might not be very evident in what they're doing. And it's saying this person has a bad reputation. So somebody out there needs to be watching for a new person in their life who may appear one way but really be another. There seems to be a lot of that. lately. Let's see if there's anything else. I like these cards. It's not something that I normally work with, but it certainly is painting an interesting picture. So let's just see over the next 3 days what kind of things we need to look out for with the collective, uh, of things that we could face. Ego. Hurt ego, ego getting in the way of a relationship. Okay. Hustling, making it rain, focused on the bag. Money is the mission. So money's all about this situation, trying to make money and that being the outcome. Crying over you, still not over it, watching your post, pretending they're fine. Okay, so it looks to me like somebody painting a picture here that their ego is getting in the way of a relationship that's important or something that they want. They're not over you, but they're pretending that they're fine. And it looks like the way that they deal with things is to put their eggs in a basket trying to make money. That money is the mission. You got to be careful with that because you don't sleep with your money. And you certainly, at the end of your life, aren't going to take those bags with you. Those relationships are more important than you think, especially when you get older. You'll find that the kind of relationships that you have that are supportive of you are much more important than those other things. But we all have stages of life that we go through, and certain things are more important at certain times. But never, you don't ever want to make the ego or your money more important than somebody that's important to you. So here is showing photo proof, caught in the act, evidence saved, truth in plain sight. So there's something that we can see if we look close enough. You know that saying, the more you look, the more you see? And here we have reflecting, too late for sorry, regret never posted. So it looks like somebody um, may have waited too long to give an apology to someone, and that there is proof in plain sight. All you have to do is look. This one's inside scoop, a closer look, nosy, up in your business. Ugh, sounds where I live. So you got to take into account that there might be somebody that's interested in what your comings and goings are. So if you don't like people that are trying to pry in your business, you might want to kind of close things down a little bit and watch who's in your inner circle. Okay, I have not put the tea rooms up yet, and I'm going to do that either today or tomorrow. And I hadn't decided what they're going to be, so why did I even bring it up? But I am going to post for the tea rooms. And I love this deck. I just think it's adorable because it does kind of offer some more information and things to make you think a little bit further into your reading. So it is 8 o'clock and it is Mother's Day, May the 10th, 2026. I hope that you all are having a wonderful weekend, a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. I am Miss Kim with Miss Kim's Tarot and Tea Room at Miss Kim's Tarot and Tea Room.com. I'll leave my contact information if you want a reading or you have any questions, and I will talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed your mini reading, and I'll talk to you later.